Hey everybody, Creative Memories Advisor Michele Sizemore here. I'm going to show you how to make these easy layouts. I don't intend for these to be like a two-page spread. These are just two individual pages, but I wanted to show you two different combinations of papers and things that I used for these. I used the Birthday Bash collection, and that is a collection that was released in 2026, either spring or summer. I can't remember exactly. And it's an easy layout to make. I'm going to first show you this one. This is everything I use. Now, this also has everything for the other one, but some of the things were similar on both. I'm only going to make one layout. Once you know how to make one, you can make both. But I took the embellishments out that I wanted to use and temporarily put them on this plastic divider for a holding place while I'm making the layout. And I just did it with just a tad of repositionable typewriter. I really like to open up all of my embellishments and do this with my die cuts and stuff so I can see them all. So I put them all out like this, and then I can see them all, and as I empty them out and these become blank, I just reuse them. And these can be the power layout guides that come with the power layout box. You can order an extra set of guides and use them in this way. Okay, so let's pull the background papers first. I use this one down here, this one over here, this one up here, and this one up here. Okay, so I've already cut these in half to make these. So they're 6 inches wide. Now I just need them to be 6 inches long. And I'm going to do 2 at a time because this paper is pretty thin, so you can do that. I don't suggest you do that with cardstock, but with our designer paper you can. So I'm going to line them up at the 6-inch mark and make sure they're straight at the top and cut. And I'll save these for another layout and do the same with these two. So these squares are going to be 6 by 6. Oops, I need to get those stacked better. And I'll set these aside for their layout. Okay, so I need to grab a page. Give me just a second. I forgot to pull that. Now I'm just going to mount these down like these using my repositionable typewriter. I love both sides of these papers. This collection is so fun. I love the colors. Now I'm going to do this so the hearts are facing up. And this one goes here. Do it that way. Just some dabs of repositionable typewriter. You don't need a lot. I see a little white at the top. Let me do a little better job of placing it than that. I see a tiny bit of white in between the two, and I don't really want to. So, yep, that's good. That's good. And this one will go down here. I'm going to put my repositionable typewriter. You just need like a dab in every corner and then a couple of dabs in the middle. Line that up. And then this one will go at the bottom right. Super fast and easy. Okay, so my background is done. And now I'm going to cut my circles. Or not all of them, I'll just cut one set so you can see. They all work the same. Okay, well, I forgot to get white cardstock, so I'm kind of slacking. Let me get some. here we go. Now I'm going to grab my custom cutting system. So this is the mat that goes with the custom cutting system, and I used this this medium-sized circle, and I used these 2 blades. Okay, so let's get this in order here, and I'm going to cut. Got to look at my guideline here. The middle circle and the red blade. So I'm going to use the middle circle with the red blade, and if you look at the template, I'm using it on the outer track. So the red blade's going to cut right outside. I'm so sorry, give me a sec. Middle size circle, this one. So I'm going to use this one, bear with me, and then I'm going to use the outer track and the red blade and get that color for the white on the inside. The mat will be done with the green blade, but you see it's slightly larger. So, okay, so let's cut a circle. I'm going to get it close to the corner, open up my blade and put it in place. Put my 2 little prongs inside the track and hold firmly with my left hand so it does not budge. It doesn't need to budge at all. And then I've got my inner circle, and now I'm going to cut an outer circle with the hot pink color. This might be called razzleberry. I'm not 100% sure. But we have several hot pinks that would work. And on this one, I'm going to use the green blade. Hold tight with your left hand so it doesn't budge. Now on this, if you feel like you missed a spot, you can go backwards. The blades work forward and backwards. Okay, so now I'm going to, I need to clean that up just a little bit. There's a little shaggy piece right there. Just sort of go around. Okay, now I'm going to mount the white circle on top of the pink circle. Putting some about 5 dabs of tape runner. One here, 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 and here, and one in the middle. And you just want to place this so that about as much of the hot pink shows all the way around. And I see one more little area that I need to, I was able to pull it off. And guys, sometimes if you have a little shaggy edge on this, if you take a little, like a fingernail file or a little sander and just rub it a little bit, or take your fingernail, it'll just rub it off and you don't have to use your scissors sometimes. Okay, so set all this aside because I don't need the custom cutting system anymore. I'm gonna only cut one just to show you how it works. All right. Now, this is the look that I'm going for. So I'm going to put this on the left and this on the right and just duplicate it. I'm going to put my circle here. And of course, I would do the same with all of them. And this white is, the idea would be that it would be a photo and then it would be matted with this pink. So you would do the same thing here, here, and here. This one's going to be decorative, so I'm going to show you how I got that look. Here we go. This is all the stuff that I use inside here. These are embellishments that come with the birthday bash collection, so I put those there. I'm just setting them there for the moment. I'll stick them down in a minute. And I use, that's what I used for that. So I'm going to mount those by putting repositionable tape runner on the back of this using my silicone mat. And I kind of did them like that. And then I put the birthday hat here, and then I wanted this happy birthday to be over that. I may have to move it all down just a little bit. I think I will, just a little bit. And then this happy birthday, I'm gonna put a little bit more on here. We'll go right here. And then I've already punched out some festive bursts with the Border Maker cartridge, but I'm going to show you how that works. And it is great for making confetti. So here's the Border Maker system. And here is the festive bursts cartridge. So I'm going to put it in here with the metal pieces sticking out. And I'll show you with this piece of Island Waters card. Let's show you with this since it's a scrap. So I like to save my whole pieces of paper until I've used up the scraps in that color. Okay, so let's just go backwards here. I do that so fast. Lift up your arm, put your cardstock in and match it up with all the edges of your tray. Put your magnetic arm down and snap your tray into the bottom. Put your cardstock right here. Line your notches up, and then that means everything fits together underneath the way it's supposed to. And then just go all the way down. And you're going to get a lot of stuff to punch out. And this is what we're going to use. You could save this and use it to make a page, you know, later and have a border. But we're just going to use the fallout that comes out of it. I love a Border Maker cartridge like that where you can use the trash that comes out of it. And this is such cute trash, I would say. So now I have all these colors. I'm going to put these in here. And these are the colors. Most of those are the colors. Well, these are colors I've been using, and I'm going to pick from it what I need. So, to finish this off, I just need to add a few little pieces of this confetti. The little festive bursts. I'm going to grab a big pink one for this right here. Bright pink. Oh, you know what? I've already pulled the ones I need right here. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over. There's a pink one. And add some repositionable tape runner. I'm just going to stick it down with my fingernail just a little bit. And we're going to put that right here. It just adds a fun little design and little extra color. This one is purple. I'm going to put my tape runner on the back of that, add it here, kind of overlapping the happy birthday a little bit and maybe a little bit further down. And then add a medium of this color blue and put it right there. And then add a medium yellow and put it, put it right there. And I did get this up a little bit higher. I like it lower like the other one. Let's do that. Let's make it a little lower. Kind of move this around just a little bit. Move my little hat. Move this down a little. I love working with the repositionable tape runner because you can move things around. Get them like you like them as you look at it. So there we go. All right, stick that down, move this down a little. You could even add a few little circles of confetti if you want. And to get those, there's a punch called Fresh Flower. If you punch it out, the little middle thing is a tiny circle, and it's perfect for if you wanted to add some circle confetti as well. So that is how to make that page. It's super duper easy. And the other page is right here. And, you know, the way you make it is the same. It just has different paper combinations and different embellishments, but both of them are super cute and they're both made in the same way. Thank you for watching my video and have a fun and wonderful week.